everyone, Mr. Octagonal here. Now today we are back on TIERMAKER. It seems like you guys like these generally. Not everyone, there is some hate. So today we're going to be doing NFL helmets, putting all 32 helmets here on this tier list from S to F. So you and me do not have the same fashion senses, so we will obviously disagree on some of these. So don't hate on me because I put your favorite helmet low or your favorite team's helmet towards the bottom. So without further ado, let's get right into it, starting with the Minnesota Vikings. I think they have one of the best helmets in the NFL. They get the S tier for me, which is the highest one. I just think their helmet is really cool and all-around quality football helmet. Buffalo Bills is a tough one. I was deciding between A and B. I don't think it's a great helmet, but I do think it's certainly above average. So I decided to go with A. However, I changed it at the end to B. So I decided to give them a B. I think it's a quality helmet. I think it's better than their red one that they had previously in like the early part of the decade. Indianapolis Colts, I was choosing between B and C, but I decided to go with C. I think they have a really cool logo, but I think their helmet's just really bland. I think their helmet has a lot of potential, but I find it sort of boring. On Madden, I like to rock blue alternates when I play them, because I think if they had a blue helmet with like a white logo, it would be really cool. Cardinals get a D. I always thought their helmet was sort of boring. Never really liked it. Falcons get a B. Ravens get a B. Both of those helmets are solid, not great, but definitely not bad. Carolina Panthers get an A. I really like their logo, and I think they have a quality helmet. Definitely not top of a crop, but it is good. Chicago Bears get a B. A lot of history behind it. Not a super exciting helmet, but not a bad one. Cleveland Browns, the obvious answer is F, but I'm giving it an A. I think they just have really clean helmets. I think their jerseys are actually some of my favorites in the NFL. I just love their helmets, honestly. Cowboys get a B. Not bad, not great. My favorite team, the Detroit Lions, I'm giving them S tier. You can say I'm biased, but the reason why I chose the Lions originally was because I thought they had the coolest helmet. That is why I'm a Lions fan, and here we are 10 years later, and yeah. I think the Lions have a great helmet, so it's not necessarily biased of me to put it in the S tier. Green Bay Packers, I want to give them an F, but I think they have a really quality helmet. I ended up giving it an A. I just think it's a really good-looking helmet. As much as I hate to say it, a lot of history behind it as well. Denver Broncos get a B. Definitely middle-of-the-road helmet for me. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Pittsburgh Steelers, I've always been a fan of their helmet. Not top of a crop per se, but I am going to give it an A. I think it is a really solid helmet. Definitely one of the best ones in the NFL. Kansas City Chiefs get a B. I don't love it. I also don't hate it. Los Angeles Rams, they ended up getting the S tier. Definitely one of the best helmets in all of football, without a doubt. Especially their white one, and I also like their yellow one. Wasn't huge on the St. Louis helmet with the brownish, but their current ones I really like. Dolphins get a C. I think their helmet is solid. I don't think it's as bad to give it a C, but I don't think it's good enough for them to get a B. Patriots get a D. I've never really been a fan of their helmet. Eagles get an A, really solid. Niners, I used to like their helmet a lot. Now, I still like it, but I don't think it's great. They get a B for me. New York Giants get a C. Big fan of the blue, and I think it could move up to a B, but same thing with the Dolphins. I just don't think it's as good as those B helmets. New Orleans Saints get a B. I know a lot of people do like this one, but I think it's alright. I don't think it's bad. Redskins get a C. Not really a great helmet at all. I don't hate it, but I definitely don't love it. Seattle Seahawks get an A. Really solid helmet. Really solid colors. And definitely one of the cooler ones in the NFL. Tampa Bay Buccaneers also get an A. I know a lot of people don't like their helmets, don't like their jerseys. I think they have a quality helmet. Tempted to put it up in the S tier, but I decided not to. Titans get a B. Their old helmets definitely would have gotten a C or maybe a D. What I mean by old helmets is when they were white. I think they look a lot better as blue. Texans get a B. Don't love them, don't hate them. The New York Jets, their previous helmets, like last year, would have definitely gotten a D. I used to hate the Jets helmets. These ones, I think, are a lot better. They're not great, but they are far better. Chargers get a C, sort of like the Colts. I think this helmet has a lot of potential. Really cool logo, but I'm just not huge on the white helmets, as you can tell. Raiders get a D. I don't really like their helmet. Sort of ugly. Whoop-de-doo. Cincinnati Bengals was a tough one, but I think I put them in A. Very tempted to put them in the S tier. They're probably the highest for all of the helmets that I did put in the A tier. So, Bengals have a great helmet, but I didn't quite put them with the S. Jacksonville Jaguars, I think, have the best helmet in the NFL right now. Really like their logo. They go in the S tier for me. I absolutely love their helmets, as I know most people don't. So, I ended up moving the Bills to B, obviously, and that will end the video. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Here's my NFL helmets tier list. I think those C helmets have a ton of potential, but just aren't quite there with the Bs yet. I think the D ones are pretty bad. B ones are average, A's are good, and S are the best. So make sure to leave me what you think in the comments below. What tier list video should I make next? And then tomorrow, of course, I will be streaming the Wesley Hornets off season. So be there or be square.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Loving plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation.
Yo, hey, man!